What's up, guys? Cool here. It's time for another weekly patch notes and news video. First thing we have here is some maintenance stuff. The few remaining stragglers who couldn't take the class quiz on all their characters should have that ability now. Players who didn't get cert point awards when they earned medals should now have those certs upon login. There's been some changes to Amerish, and that's to be expected after the huge revamp. Instant action will deploy you in predefined spots per outpost. An updated map is now available. They've also fixed some terrain bugs throughout Amerish. Some notable ones they have here is a hole at Sungray, fixed occlusion issues at the NC Arsenal, removed all deprecated objects from Amerish. Fixed flora issues at West Pass Watchtower, fixed floating rocks at Shrouded Skyway. They also added a vehicle spawn and ammo tower to Subterranean Nanite Analysis, added another lift up to the bridge at Araxis Firearms, added a jump pad at Anatha Southwest Gate, fixed many cosmetic bugs where objects were clipping, flora was indoors, there was terrain gaps, there was missing textures, and water wasn't quite right. So some changes to Amerish, and like I said, that's to be expected considering that it's a just got revamped. There's also been some changes to Indar and Esamir. Some of you guys have probably seen this by now. Hex boundaries for regions on Indar have been updated. Hex boundaries for regions on Esamir have been updated. And it's easier to attack the crown from the north because they added a path up the hill for Sunders and added a path up near the bridge to the west. And if you haven't seen that, it's a big like rock path that connects to TI alloys. It's pretty cool. I don't really know why they're making too many changes to the crown, though. Honestly, it's already a pretty easy base to take. Actually, it's a really easy base to take now that the B and C points are way down on the bridges. But I guess they decided to make some changes. And they've also made some gameplay improvements to the area around Havar or HVAR Tech Plant, including changes to Quartz Ridge and Sandstone Gulch, as well as HVAR or Havar satellite outposts. And if you haven't seen Quartz Ridge yet, it's quite different looking. If you've been playing for the last few months, you've probably been in a massive fight there. It's been changed around. I have yet to log on and actually play. I'm about to do that as soon as I finish this video. There's also been some balance changes. High velocity ammunition has been changed a little bit. Velocity ammo now gives a more noticeable damage increase at range. The damage increase differs per weapon, but in general, the minimum damage range has been increased by 80% on carbines and 40% on all other weapon types when compared to previous high velocity ammo values. They also fixed a bug where high velocity ammo sometimes did not increase projectile speed on carbines. I like this change. A lot of people don't use high velocity ammo. It's actually not offered on a lot of weapons, but it's always been something that's really tempting to me on all the weapons that it is offered. I think the downside is that you get some extra recoil while going full auto. But this might make it worth it, might make it a more attractive option. There's also been some suppressor attachment changes. They reduced the penalty to the minimum damage range when a suppressor is equipped on all primary weapons except SMGs. It says, sorry SMGs, you are silent but less deadly. I don't mind that they left SMGs out there. Doesn't really matter. I don't suppress a lot of my primary weapons, but maybe this will. Actually, this probably won't really make me do it either. It's the velocity is more the reason why I don't suppress a lot of my weapons, more so than the damage range. But this next change is something I do like, and it's pistol-specific suppressor tuning changes. The Rebel has had. They reduced the maximum damage range penalty by 3.5 meters. That's good. I really like using the Rebel. I like using it suppressed. I've been playing a lot with it with the Stalker, but you can definitely notice that, and that 3.5 meters is going to help. The Cerberus, they reduced the maximum damage range penalty by 1 meter and the minimum damage range penalty by 10 meters with a suppressor. They fixed the TX2 Emperor and the TS2 Inquisitor, sounding like NC weapons when suppressed. They now play TR-specific audio. They've also made some miscellaneous changes. Head hitbox increased slightly so that it better matches the larger helmets. If you didn't know, the hitboxes were shrunk on headshots recently, maybe on all shots in total, but definitely on headshots, and you definitely notice it while sniping. I think a happy medium is good, and hopefully that's what they came up with here. They were too large before. They were. You would get some shots where it really shouldn't have counted as a headshot, but you would get credit for it. But lately I've been sniping, and I've had a little I've had some shots where I was just like, what? What just happened? Hopefully it's a happy medium, and hopefully it works a little bit better now. They've also adjusted arm hitboxes so that they're less likely to block the head during certain animations. And there's been some YouTube videos going around. Astarte posted one up where basically the arm hitboxes were too large, and they would actually cover up certain headshots, like while falling, or things where your arms are going to be up in the air. So hopefully they got that taken care of. The pool for assist experience is now equal to the kill value. Example, a 500 point mag rider that you do 50% damage to will award you 250 points. And the death screen now waits for the death animation to play before being displayed. And I did think that was kind of weird how it just instantly snaps to the death screen. Now you'll get that animation there back, similar to how it was before, until the death screen actually shows up. At least I think that's what that means. And there is a few bug fixes. I'll read them off for you since there's only 5 of them on here. Light assault jump jets will once again continue to function after using the Phoenix rocket launcher. Anyone who earned a WDS title should now see it in their title list. Fix a bug with boost timers telling time incorrectly. And of course you have some client crash fixes and some client memory leak fixes. So that's pretty much it for the patch. Pretty small patch, just some balancing and some some tuning to a Marish. The biggest thing is probably the change to Quartz Ridge and the crown. Like I said, I haven't got on and seen how those actually play out yet. I'm about to do so. But I'm glad it's a small patch this week. Now that you're doing these patches every week, we've had some bigger issues with hit detection, it seems like, with server lag, things like that, crashing. A lot of people are having a lot more problems since the weekly patches. You know, the old patches, you'd get a couple days where it was bad, but you'd only have a patch like once a month. Now you get a couple days where it's bad almost every week, and for some people it just remains bad. So hopefully now that they're doing these weekly patches, they do more of these smaller tuning things as opposed to trying to put so much in at one time, like completely revamping Amerish, and then 2 weeks before that did a whole Liberator update. I think it's just too much for them to handle, so hopefully smaller tuning patches, and then maybe one big patch once a month. Even if it does mean less overall content, I think that's better, and I think people will have a lot less issues. I don't have any news today. I actually did post up about an hour ago on Twitter, a couple hours ago, depending on how fast this video uploads, that I wasn't going to post up any videos today. I actually had completely forgot that it was patch day, but I had to get that out for you guys. I'm actually very busy today, have a bunch of cooking I need to get done, have to go help my grandpa move some stuff around, and so yeah, that's pretty much all I have. I will almost certainly, I'm not going to promise it, but I will have a crossbow video up for you guys tomorrow, barring some giant inconvenience. And then I actually want to do kind of a part 2 of a crossbow video eventually, where I come up with some crazy ideas, some crazy suggestions to make the crossbow more fun. It's basically just going to be a fun type video, which some ideas that will probably never ever get implemented into the game, but some ideas that I think might work. But anyways, guys, that is all I have. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later.